Think your bug-out bag is hardcore? The Mongols conquered half the known world, carrying everything they needed on horseback. No resupply, no grocery stores, no DoorDash delivering fermented mare's milk to the steppes. These guys rode for months, eating food that would outlast your car's warranty, drinking beverages that would make your probiotics jealous, and doing it all while building the largest contiguous empire in human history. Today, we're breaking down exactly what they carried, how they preserved it, and why your modern emergency kit is basically a participation trophy compared to what worked for centuries. Let's get into it. Section 1. The reality check. Here's the thing most people don't get about the Mongols. They weren't just tough. They were efficient. Every ounce mattered. Every piece of food had to be lightweight, calorie-dense, and capable of lasting months in a saddlebag through blistering heat and freezing cold. Why does this matter to you? Because the same principles that kept Mongol warriors alive for 3 to 6 months on campaign are the exact principles that make a bug-out bag actually work instead of being 40 pounds of stuff you'll abandon after 2 miles. Modern preppers love to pack MREs, canned goods, and gear that requires batteries. The Mongols? They packed maybe 20 to 30 pounds of food total and could sustain themselves indefinitely. Let that sink in. Section 2. What they actually carried. Borts, dried meat paste. This was the backbone of Mongol nutrition. They'd take lean meat, usually horse, mutton, or wild game, pound it into a pulp, dry it in the sun or over low fires, and pack it into dense cakes. 1 pound of Borts could reconstitute into several pounds of edible protein. How it worked? Mix a chunk with hot water, and you've got instant stew. Eat it dry, and you've got jerky on steroids. It was essentially the original backpacking meal, centuries before Mountain House figured it out. Modern equivalent? Freeze-dried meat or pemmican. You could make your own Bort-style dried meat at home with a dehydrator and lean ground beef. Cost? About $4 to $5 per pound of finished product versus $12 to $15 for commercial freeze-dried meat. A 10-pound batch will run you $40 to $50 and last 6+ months in proper storage. Arag, fermented mare's milk. This stuff was their Gatorade, probiotic supplement, and morale booster rolled into one. Fermented mare's milk is mildly alcoholic, 2 to 3%, packed with vitamins, and doesn't spoil the way fresh milk does. They'd carry it in leather flasks, and the constant movement on horseback kept it fermenting. It's tangy, slightly effervescent, and honestly, not that different from kefir. Modern equivalent, kefir or kombucha for probiotics and electrolytes. A gallon of kefir costs about $8 to $10 and provides similar gut health benefits. For long-term mobile storage, consider kefir grains, about $15 to $20 online, that you can reactivate with any milk source. Dried curds. Arul. Mongols made hard cheese from mare's, sheep, or goat's milk, dried into rock-hard nuggets that could last for years. Pop one in your mouth, let it slowly dissolve, and you've got sustained energy plus calcium. Modern equivalent? Hard cheeses like Parmesan or aged cheddar, waxed for storage, or powdered milk. A 2-pound block of vacuum-sealed Parmesan runs $18 to $24 and lasts 6+ months unrefrigerated if properly waxed. Powdered whole milk, not the skim garbage, is about $25 for a 10 can and lasts 10 to 15 years. Millet and other grains. When they could get it, they'd carry millet or barley, lightweight, calorie-dense, and easy to cook with just boiling water. Modern equivalent? Instant rice, quinoa, or oats. A 5-pound bag of instant rice costs $6 to $8 and provides roughly 8,000 calories. Oats are even cheaper, $4 to $5 for 5 pounds. Section 3. The systems that made it work. The Mongols didn't just pack smart, they had systems, living off the land smartly. They hunted along the way. Small game, birds, even fish. Their horses provided blood. Yes, really, they'd make small cuts and drink fresh horse blood for iron and protein without killing the animal. And milk. Modern application? Know your edible plants and basic trapping. You're not drinking horse blood, probably, but understanding what's edible in your region turns a 3-day bug-out bag into a 3-week survival. A basic field guide costs $10 to $15. Knowledge weighs nothing. Cooking gear? Barely. They carried minimal equipment, a small pot, maybe a knife. That's it. Most meals were one-pot affairs. Boil water, add Borts or grains, eat. Modern application? Ditch the 15-piece camping cookware set. A single titanium pot and a reliable knife will handle 95% of your cooking needs and save you pounds of pack weight. Movement preserves food. This is the genius part. Because they were constantly moving, their food stayed relatively cool during the day, air circulation, and cold at night. Steaks get freezing. Natural refrigeration. Modern application? If you're bugging out on foot or by vehicle, understand that movement helps regulate temperature. Don't pack your food in a way that traps heat. Use breathable bags, keep items ventilated, and leverage nighttime cooling. Section 4. Building your modern Mongol kit. Let's build a 30-day mobile survival food kit using Mongol principles. Lightweight, calorie-dense, long-lasting, and actually affordable. The shopping list? Protein. 5 pounds homemade dried ground beef, Borts style, $25. 2 pounds beef jerky, $30. 10 ounces peanut butter powder, $12. Fats. 1 pound hard cheese, vacuum-sealed, waxed, $12. 2 pounds mixed nuts, $16. Ghee, clarified butter in small jars, $10. Carbs, 5 pounds instant rice, $8. 3 pounds instant oats, $6. 2 pounds dried lentils, $4. Fermented/probiotics. Kefir grains, one-time purchase, reusable, $20. Sauerkraut, lacto-fermented, shelf-stable, $8. Supplements/extras, multivitamin, 90-day supply, $12. Electrolyte powder, $15. Bouillon cubes, $5. Total cost, roughly $183 for 30 days of mobile food, averaging 2,000 to 2,500 calories a day. That's about $6 a day, less than a single meal at McDonald's. Total weight, roughly 25 to 30 pounds. For comparison, a month of MREs weighs 60 to 75 pounds and costs $300 to $400. Our Mongol-inspired kit gives you 30 days for $183 at similar weight. Section 5. Why this works better than modern solutions. MREs are heavy, expensive, and wasteful. They're designed for militaries with supply chains, not individuals on the move. A case of 12 MREs weighs 22 pounds and costs $120 to $140. You get 12 days of food. Our Mongol-inspired kit gives you 30 days for $183 at similar weight. Freeze-dried meals require water you might not have. So does our setup, sure, but ours is way cheaper and you can supplement with shelf-stable fats like nuts, ghee that don't need rehydration. Canned goods are ludicrously heavy. A can of beans weighs 15 ounces and gives you maybe 400 calories. Dried lentils give you 1,600 calories per pound. Do the math. The Mongols understood something we've forgotten. Weight is the enemy. Every ounce you carry is energy you burn. They optimized for maximum nutrition per ounce, and we should too. Section 6. The mindset shift. Here's what really separates Mongol preparedness from modern prepping. They expected to use it. This wasn't a break glass in case of emergency kit sitting in a closet for 10 years. This was daily life. They lived off these supplies for months at a time, year after year. They knew exactly what worked because they lived it. Modern preppers? Most have never actually tested their bug-out bags beyond a weekend camping trip. When's the last time you ate a week's worth of your emergency food to see if it's actually sustainable, if it gives you enough energy, if it's palatable enough that you'll actually eat it under stress? The Mongols conquered the world eating this stuff. You should probably make sure your kit can get you through a week before you assume it'll carry you through a crisis. So, could you survive on horseback for months like a Mongol warrior? Probably not. Those guys were built different. But could you build a bug-out bag based on their principles that's lighter, cheaper, and more effective than 90% of what's marketed to preppers today? Absolutely. Ditch the heavy garbage. Embrace calorie density. Test your gear. And remember, the best survival food is the food you'll actually eat when everything goes sideways. If you want more historical survival tactics that actually work in the modern world, hit that subscribe button. Next time, we're diving into how Roman soldiers marched 20 miles a day on rations that cost less than your daily coffee. Now go build your kit. The Mongols would be proud.